Here we are in Wimbledon with my old friend and colleague Steve Flink, tennischannel.com. Steve, we saw on the center court 2 matches lasting 5 sets each, and they were the most entertaining ones. And we didn't expect Roger Federer maybe coming back from 2 sets down versus Cilic, and Roger Federer himself didn't expect, because he said, especially with talking with the French colleagues, I was surprised. I thought that I was going to lose in 3 sets.
Well, that's a very honest admission, and he kind of hinted at that in the press conference in English too. But obviously we saw what happened, Ubaldo. The other guy has got to come through on the big points. Cilic played beautifully the first 2 sets, won the tiebreak in the first, won with 1 break in the second set. Then 3-all, it was love 40 in the third set, and he missed a pretty easy shot to allow Federer back into that game. Roger held, broke Cilic in the next game, and won the set. That was the first turning point, and then, of course, there were so many opportunities for Cilic in the 4th set, including 3 match points.
Roger Federer saved 7 break points out of 8, so he lost only 1 serve, which at the end is a great performance.
Yeah, particularly to save himself at 4-5 and 5-6 in the 4th when the break points were match points. That's pretty tough to do.
And he mentioned that in a way he thinks I'm almost as solid as Pete Sampras with the second serve, he said.
I would say that he is exaggerating, because the difference is that Sampras would go for huge second serves. He would even risk double faults and hit these big second serves that were just absolutely unstoppable. Federer's second serve is excellent, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's nearly as big or as intimidating as what Sampras was doing. It's more percentage play than Sampras.
Yeah, it is true that he mentioned also that he didn't make 1 single double fault.
That was remarkable, because when you're hitting second serves of 106 miles an hour, 108, he was hitting them with some good velocity, and to never double fault. He mentioned that, and he was right, because he was not afraid to go for good second serves that for other players might be taking too big a risk, but not for Federer. And to go 5 sets with no doubles the way he was serving, very impressive.
Very impressive. And so, I mean, I personally didn't expect him to do so well after this difficult year. I mean, for physical reasons. First week where he didn't have a real test.
No test at all. Very easy draw, and he knew it. He took advantage of it, but he knew it. This was the first serious opponent. Stevie Johnson, yes, but he didn't really think he could lose to Stevie Johnson. He knew that he could lose to an informed Cilic, who the last time out had obliterated Federer in the semifinals of the U.S. Open in 2014. And it could have happened again today. Great recovery from Federer.
Yeah, as you mentioned, and as you said, Cilic in some topic moments had what you call in America, I think, the alligator arm.
Yes, that's what it was, and he knew it. And it was a sad sight to see poor Cilic in that press conference trying to analyze what had happened, feeling like he had executed his game plan so well and played so well, and yet he hadn't come away with a victory. And he was critical of himself. He knew that on a couple of those with second serve returns, match points, he should have kept the ball in play. Same thing on the break points, but he did not.
He did not. Okay, let's go then to talk. Well, Federer will play Raonic, who had a pretty convincing win versus Querrey, because apparently we didn't see much of that match because we are not ubiquitous, even if from Colubi. I mean, ubiquitous, we couldn't be in 2 places at the same time, Steve.
Absolutely right.
But whoever saw it, they said that Raonic pretty dominated the match, and Querrey was able to break Raonic at the first break point he had.
Yes. I mean, so you figure that I'm sorry to interrupt you, Ubaldo. That's a logical result, though, don't you think? Raonic in 4 makes sense, and it's better for the semis. Who really wants to see Sam Querrey playing Roger Federer? But Milos Raonic, who played Federer in the semifinals 2 years ago and lost, and who beat Federer in the final of Brisbane at the start of the year when Federer was a bit ill, it's intriguing to see it.
Yeah, and Federer said Raonic is for sure better than he was 2 years ago.
Oh, much better.
And not only because he has John McEnroe behind his back because, apparently today Raonic was going to the net quite a few times, even following the second serve.
I think we'll see some of that against Federer, too. He has to be selective. He doesn't want to give Roger the target all the time by serving and volleying too much. But I believe, Ubaldo, he's one of the most improved volleyers in the sport. And right now, his forehand volley looks about as sound to me as anybody in tennis.
All right. Then we see also what's going to happen between Burdick and Murray, because Burdick today beat quite easily Puig with no problems at all, 7-6, 6-3, 6-2. And Murray instead was in troubles with Tsonga because after he won the first two sets, but the first one he was down 6-4 in the tiebreaker.
Yes.
And so he was a bit lucky clever or brave to win the first set.
Probably all three.
Oh, yeah. And then he lost third and fourth set.
Right.
But he dominated the fifth.
Yeah, he was up a break in the fourth. It looked like he had him, and then it was a very good effort the way he regathered himself at the start of the fifth set, and before you knew it, he was up 5-love in the fifth, and he won at 6-1.
Yeah, and while between Federer, and Raonic, the head-to-head is 9-2 to Federer. Between Burdick and Murray, there is more balance than you would expect. 8-6 in favor of Murray.
Yes, but a lot of those wins, I think, Burdick had too many of those wins before Murray made his biggest improvements over the last few years. So I would think right now, Ubaldo, I don't know how you feel about it. On form, Murray possibly in 3, but no more than 4. I don't see another 5-setter like he had against
Tsonga.
like he had against Tsonga, who came back from 2 down. I think this time Murray will win more comfortably.
All right, then.
And what about the other one? What do you think about Federer and Raonic?
Well, I don't know if Federer will recover because 5 sets with a lot of stressful moments.
Stressful moments, but when he had the 5-setter with Gael Monfils and saved match points against him at the U.S. Open 2 years ago, much longer rallies. At least today, not long rallies, but still, your point is well taken. He still has to recover. There still was some side-to-side movement. It won't be that easy, even with a day off, for him to be totally fresh against Raonic.
He said the match will be pretty similar to the one of today because Raonic and Cilic have a sort of similar game.
He's right about that.
Yeah.
But the question is, can he be moving as well? Will he be as sharp? Will he be extending as well on his serve, getting down to low volleys? We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, and we don't know what will happen tomorrow, apart from the fact that we'll see 2 women semifinals with the 2 Williams involved. And very quickly, your prediction: Serena versus Vesnina. She won 4 times out of 4.
Well,
will be the 5th?
It will be 5 times out of 5. It will be straight sets, similar to a quarterfinal, probably 6-3, 6-4, something like that.
Well, it's more difficult. Kerber-Venus. They are 3-2 to Kerber.
I like Kerber in that match, Ubaldo. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 sets. It might go 3, but I think she's been playing superb tennis the whole tournament. Venus has been struggling yet winning. This time, I think Kerber wins, and we can have a rematch of the Australian Open final.
I wish I would see that. Because
it'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay, and then also because Serena would deserve to finally equalize the Steffi Graf's number of slams, 22.
True. Yeah, I agree with that. She's been trying so hard ever since Wimbledon last year, but lost in the semifinals of the U.S. Open to some obscure Italian player. I don't remember her name.
I met the manager yesterday. Don't ask any more questions to Serena about Vinci.
But then Serena lost 2 finals after that, of course, to Kerber and Muguruza. So she's so hungry, I think, to get another major.
Okay, we would stay here forever, but it's too much, and so let's see each other tomorrow. Come and see us.
And Ubaldo, congratulations again on that beautiful tie.
Well, I try to compete with you.